I will wish you good luck, Yui. But, Phelps, as far as I know, you do want the interview, right?
Oh, hi.
Yes, hello. What's up, Phelps? So, Phelps, I only got one question before we start this. I just wanted to ask you, what do you think the hardest part of the level is in this one?
44.
44?
Sure.
Yeah, the ball.
Just one click.
Oh,
It's not a ball. It's the dual icon that.
Oh, yeah. Oh my god. Oof. Yeah, no, that entire section is just, I don't like this level at all. I think all clicks are bad. So, I wish you good luck. If we are ready to get started, I'll let you guys finish your singular run, and then we'll go ahead and try to get started. All right. So, I think we should go ahead and let's make sure the level is refreshed. Thank you, Yui. And we'll get this thing go ahead and started. Thank you, Phelps, for the refresh. All right, so if we are both ready, we'll be getting started here in 3, 2, 1, go. There's the timer. 20 minutes on the clock to beat Astro Divinity as many, or just play Astro Divinity and get as far as you can, as many times as possible. So, we have Phelps from Brazil and Mexico from... Mexico? Yeah, Yui from Mexico, playing Astro Divinity. I do not like Astro Divinity. I have first-hand experience with this level. I think this level's shit. The transitions are bad, the gameplay is dog shit, it's just not fun. But we have both players at a pretty near spot in the level right now. Let me move down these screen shares so you can see the percentage better. Hold on. But both players at the... Oh, 44. Yep, I got you. I got what Phelps means. Anyways, qualifying percentage for this level is 56, which is past this curve ship, and Phelps is already there. We got already our first attempt at qualifying percentage. I don't know why the FPS is a little bit bad. I don't think that is my fault, but Phelps is already... Oh, 69. I think that was my best when I dropped it, because this level's just bad. I absolutely do dislike most of the parts in this level, so I can tell you from first-hand experience, it's not fun. The part that Yui's at is very awkward, and it's very hard because of just momentum and stuff. 15 FPS. Yeah, I think it said 30 when I checked their screen share. Yui through the straight fly, past the 44 click that they added to last time, and we're going to the ball. I struggle with that ball a lot, but they seem to not be struggling very much at all. Yui also a qualifying percentage run. Can they pass Phelps's percentage, which was 69 before? Getting through the ship part, passes the 69 click, but dies 1% later at 70. Oh my god. 71. Oh. Yui at the 2-point lead over Phelps. This is impossibly close. Oh my god. The slideshow, but Phelps is still playing very well. Passes the 44 click that they said was the hardest part. Getting to the curve straight fly, and we're already at qualifying percentage yet again. 57. Right, like 1% in, but that's more points on the board for Phelps. One qualifying percentage run will put Yui back in first place, but this is impossibly close. I think this level is very bad, but this level gets very consistent, I will say. The pre-drop itself, I struggled with it because I was bad at skill-based gameplay, but for someone as good as these guys, they don't struggle with it at all. This level's very consistent if you're very good at skill-based gameplay. Phelps with a little bit of a laggy screen share. We got Phelps dying at the 44% click. It is a very hard click. Very awkward click. Very awkward timing. Not very easy to gauge where you're supposed to click. But both players using this very specific icon set yet again. I think that's going to be the case for the entire tournament. I think they planned this out specifically. Very funny. But here we are. Yui at the ball. The very hard ball. Getting the curve straight fly. And the wave. Yui's already at qualifying percentage yet again. And Yui, this was Yui back in first place. Where does Yui die now? If they die at all. Getting past that click. New best, new furthest run in their playthrough so far. That UFO click is very jank. This entire part is just horribly jank. It's a very bad transitions, but Phelps is already back at qualifying percentage run, and Yui dies to the ball. Unfortunate. That ball was not a very hard part, but I can't imagine the nerves and the stress that they're under to play in this match. Phelps getting past their best run so far as well. 31 points behind. This will put Phelps back in the lead. Gets to the duel part. Very close to the ending. Get through the ship. And Phelps can beat it here. And Phelps gets the first completion of the round. Holy crap. Congratulations, Phelps. That puts you in the lead by 100 points. Yui has to beat the level in order to catch up. Very good from Phelps. Very, very strong lead so far, but it's still a very close race. Oh my god, it's very close. Both players are very close to each other in terms of where they are in the level, and in points too. But Phelps goes down, unfortunately, with the robot part, I'm pretty sure. Yui getting to the drop. This ship part being it's very flow-ish, but it's not very good. Yui dying to the very awkward wave spam. A death that's taken me one too many times. Way too many times, even. Not one too many. Way too many times. Phelps also getting to the drop now. See if Phelps can get a better attempt at the drop. Gets to the wave spam and passes the wave spam. A little bit of information about these players. Yui is a top 300 player in the global leaderboard on Stats Viewer. The hardest is Deimos by its hybrid. Phelps with a qualifying percentage run. Very good so far. Puts them even further into the lead. Phelps is Tartarus. So in my opinion, they're good at playing bad levels, but I just don't like Tartarus. But Phelps is doing very good. Phelps solidifying that lead, getting past this really weird wave part. This ball part is not any less jank. Getting to the duel, a little bit less jank. This ship part, very chokeable ship part, but doesn't choke there. Phelps with another completion. Phelps pulling ahead of Yui by a long shot right now. Hardest does not mean much in a game, in a tournament of consistency. As we're being shown right here, but Yui is not fully out of it. We are not counting Yui out, and we're not counting either players out. Until we have like less than 5 minutes remaining and there's a big gap, no player is counted out in this tournament. Oh, dying to the very chokeable ball part for Yui. Unfortunate, right before the curve straight fly, which gets you the qualifying percentage. Curve straight fly, actually, I know it looks very hard, but it's not as hard as it looks. I promise you, from personal experience, it's not all that hard. It's just holding at the right time. It's not nearly as hard as some of the things that are in this level. Phelps passes the 44 click that they said that was the hardest part for them. Getting the curve straight fly. Not as hard as it looks. As I said, Phelps already had another qualifying percentage run. They've already had 2 completions. Can we make it 3? Let's find out. But Yui, not too far behind. Getting to that 44 click. Passes the 44 click. At the ball part that I died to before. 74% on Phelps, though. But Yui at the curve straight fly. And now we have 2 players at qualifying percentage. 2 out of 2 players. Oh my god. At the duel here for Phelps. At the very ending, can we see 3? And it's 3 completions for Phelps. Congratulations, Phelps. Pulling very far ahead of Yui. But Yui is not out of it just yet. Yui is still in a very good run getting to the duel. Just gotta get past this last ship part, and then it's a very solid chance at a completion. And Yui strikes back with their own completion. No stats have changed at all. They're still like 260 points behind. Very hard to catch up. That's like 2 completions that they're behind. But it's not impossible. We've got 3 completions from Phelps and 1 completion from Yui. Very good so far. A level of this difficulty getting beaten at least once is very impressive for us not as cracked players of GD. Phelps dying to the very weird dual wave. Comes Yui at the drop. We can talk about how good this level is decoration-wise, but this level is not very good gameplay-wise. I'll take every excuse to shit on this level. This level looks phenomenal. It did get an optimization update not too long ago. So if the players had to play on the old version, they would be lagging their asses off. And it'd be much harder to be beating this level. But thank God there was an optimization update. Now we can actually see what's going on in the level. But Phelps getting to that straight fly right before the 44 click, passes the 44 click, gets to the ball, but Yui is not too far behind at the part that they had just passed with the 44 click. Phelps getting past the curve straight fly at qualifying percentage yet again. Phelps is maintaining their lead over Yui, and if Yui dies to this ball, they'll even expand it, but Yui does not. Both at qualifying percentage. Still maintaining that lead. Phelps dying in the 70s, but let's see what Yui can do, and they die before it. Phelps is increasing their lead over Yui. Less than 10 minutes remaining on these players' play times on this round. You should host your own tournament, but for mobile player. I am not doing any of the hosting here. I am the puppet. I am the person who is streaming it and hosting. I am not the one who has done all the details and stuff. I am not hosting my own tournament, bro. It is not. Way too complicated. Full respect to all the people who manage this stuff. I could never. I'm not that good at connections and everything. But Yui, a very good tournament nonetheless. Very glad to be a part of this, but I could never do something like this on my own. That's not happening. Yui getting to the straight fly, the 44 click at the ball part. Maybe get another qualifying percentage run to sneak up a little bit towards Phelps. Getting that qualifying percentage run, they're going to be a little bit ahead, but depending on if they, like, we'll gotta see if Phelps can make it to qualifying percentage this time, if they're going to keep their lead. Yui getting to the 70s. This robot part is very hard. Very jank UFO. Some weird timings. Weird wave. Just a lot of weird movements. This ball part has some weird timings in it, but it's overall pretty easy. Getting to the duel. Last ship. And Phelps has not reached qualifying percentage. It's going to be a completion for Yui and no qualifying percentage for Phelps. Yui catches up by 1 whole completion. Now they're down 126. That's like 2 qualifying percentage runs or 1 whole completion. We'll see. Making this a little bit tighter. You want to make this as close as possible in each of the rounds, so the point differential, the total points, is not going to get you knocked out if you tie. Phelps, though, with a qualifying percentage run of their own, striking back at Yui after that completion. Getting past this weird ship part. All this stuff is very weird, very jank, not very fun. Oh, where did the music go? Stop. Why? Sorry. Weird. 81% on Phelps. Phelps might be running away with this one, getting to the duel. It's very possible that they could be getting another completion here. Gets past the ship. And another completion for Phelps. Phelps is maintaining their lead over Yui, not letting them get any ground on them. Doing very good at that. Yui at the drop, though. Not too far behind, not too far away. This level overall is very short. It's a lot shorter than you think. So it's very easy to get to that qualifying percentage run if you just keep going. It's like, it's not that time consuming to get there, is what I meant to say. Not easy. Very much not easy. And Yui at the curve, straight fly, getting to their qualifying percentage run. There's not that much separation between Phelps and Yui, and neither of them are counted out. Yui is that gap is very approachable, especially with Phelps dying at 44. Yui has a chance here. If they can beat the level, they'll be able to catch up to that 120 points difference. Yui getting to the last ship. And I think this is another completion for Yui. I think it's 3 completions from both players. Unless Phelps has gotten 4 and I don't know. Unless I can't count and I'm actually stupid. I think we have 3 completions for both players. Phelps is 4. Okay, maybe I am just stupid. Phelps is 10. Oh, my apologies, sorry. 5 minutes left on the clock about Phelps getting to that 44%. Does not die there, but that was very close. That was a very early jump from Phelps. That was very close. That was almost costly. But Phelps does manage to pass it and gets the qualifying percentage yet again. Yui's still in the pre-drop right now. Almost to the drop though, but Phelps is just running away with his qualifying percentage run. If Phelps does not beat the level on this attempt though, the gap will shorten a little bit between Yui and Phelps. Getting through the wave. At the ball. Once you reach that ball, it's a lot easier to beat the level because the only hard part left is this ship right here. And Phelps looking like they're going to get their 5th completion. And not letting Yui catch up at all. The standings have not changed for a while. Only Yui beating it when Phelps was not close to beating it. Phelps still maintaining that about 300-point lead. Very good so far. In 4 minutes, it might be close, but it's very possible for Yui to catch up. If we're looking at the total points right now, the difference between them is about 130 points. So it's going to be very close. Yui at the ball, but Phelps is not too far behind. If Phelps passes the 44 click here, it might be two people at qualifying percentage at the same time. Yui at qualifying percentage, obviously, and Phelps is also there. If both of them beat it, the standings will not change. But if someone dies, it's either going to widen or it's going to get closer. Yui at this wave, getting to the ball part, which is a lot easier to beat the level from. From personal experience, everything before the ball part is a lot harder than ball part to 100. And Yui gets that completion, much needed completion. And Phelps gonna strike right back with a completion of their own. No standings change. Oh my god! I jinxed it! Phelps dies at the last click! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm so sorry! That was a caster curse! Oh my god! 200 points difference now! Phelps dies right at the ending! Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh. I thought it was over. I thought there was no way you could die there! Oh, how foolish I was. Oh my god. I'm sorry! Oh, I'm sorry. It's still close though. Phelps may have died at the last click, but Phelps is still in the lead by over 1 completion. With only 2 minutes remaining and the players not too far behind each other, it's going to be very hard for Yui to catch up right now. Especially with the death of the ball there. If Phelps can get the qualifying percentage run here, they will solidify their chances of beating Yui here. Phelps passing the ball, getting that qualifying percentage run. It looks like it's gonna be I think it's gonna be impossible for Yui to catch up at this point. Even though Phelps died at the beginning of the drop, I think it's gonna be impossible because Yui needs to beat the level twice in order to catch up to Phelps, and Phelps has to get no qualifying percentage runs. I would like to say that Phelps is taking this one. It's looking like a Phelps and Brazil victory. It'll be 1-1. It'll probably be 1-1 going into the next round, but we'll see. Yui is at qualifying percentage. It is still possible, but not after that death. That's not gonna make it very possible for Yui. Oh, a death past qualifying percentage. I think it might be over, guys. This level's now 40 seconds long.
It was quite entertaining.
But the point difference is not that, it's not that far.
Little creatures. I suppose I'll give you a taste of...
It'll be very interesting to see what happens over the next 2 rounds, but it looks like Phelps might take this one. On one of my least favorite levels. Yui with a death of the wave spam. Unfortunate. It's looking like this is just going to be the final standings. Maybe one more qualifying attempt from someone. Or both. We'll see, but I don't know if anything's going to change. I think Phelps has absolutely won this one. Last attempt for everyone, and Phelps has died at the 44 click. You in the last attempt. At the drop. Even if Yui does beat it here, there will be no possibility of... and Yui has died, unfortunately. Well, the points difference does matter a ton. Only a 200 difference. Congratulations, Phelps, for taking this one for Brazil. It's 1-1 now for team score. Phelps won with a score of 1,110, and Yui got second with the point total of 882. Only a difference of 200 points. It's not bad. It's not bad. The total points is only difference by like 100. So it's very close. Anything can happen over the next 2 rounds. Anything. We're gonna go into the next one, which is low death, with a team score of 1-1, Mexico and Brazil. So I'll see you guys in 5.